AITA for coming out to my homophobic parents. I, 23 male, grew up in a conservative family in a small town with very religious parents. Their views on traditional values ran deep, and I quickly learned that certain topics, like sexuality, were taboo. I realized I was gay at 16, but I knew that coming out to them felt impossible. My parents always talked about my future wife, the family I'd have, and how proud they would be to be grandparents. I hid my true self, smiling and brushing off their comments. Recently, I met someone special, my boyfriend, Jason. We've been together almost a year, and he's become a source of joy and support for me. For the first time, I felt like I could be my true self. But as our relationship grew, so did the strain of keeping it a secret. I'd introduced Jason as just a friend, and this secrecy started to feel suffocating. I could see it hurt Jason, even though he was always supportive. After many sleepless nights and deep talks with Jason, I decided to come out to my parents, hoping they'd see I was still the same person. I gathered my courage, drove home, and told them. The conversation didn't go as I'd hoped. My mom started crying, asking, "Where did we go wrong?" My dad said he was disappointed and couldn't understand why I would choose this path. I tried explaining that this wasn't a choice, but they wouldn't listen. Instead, they suggested therapy to fix me and said I should think about how my selfish choices were hurting the family. Devastated and humiliated, I left, feeling alone. Later, I learned my parents had told extended family, framing the situation as if I'd betrayed them. I received messages from relatives saying my parents were heartbroken and that I was selfish. Some even asked why I couldn't have kept it a secret. Only a few relatives reached out with some support, but even they seemed to struggle, saying things like, "Just give them time," as if my truth was something to get over. Since then, my mom has sent a few texts, distant and full of guilt trips. She said they were mourning the son they thought they had, and hinted I should come back to the right path. Every message felt like a dagger, and I felt like I'd lost my family. The guilt has been overwhelming. Part of me wonders if I should have kept it a secret to spare them pain, but I also feel hurt. I finally found love, and instead of sharing my happiness, I feel like I'm broken in their eyes. Jason has been supportive, but I can see the pain in his eyes when we talk about it. He reassures me, but I feel guilty that my choice to live authentically has caused so much chaos. Some friends say I did the right thing by standing up for myself, while others understand my conflict, suggesting I must decide between my happiness and my family's peace. Now I wonder if I made a huge mistake. Was it selfish to come out, knowing it would hurt them? Or should I be allowed to live openly, even if it means damaging my family relationships? So, AITA for coming out to my parents, knowing it would hurt them? Or should I have kept my secret to avoid causing them pain?